Hey there, internet friends. The studio is cleanish-ish. Clean-ish. And I forgot my notes. Get those real quick. And from your perspective, it's been about a week since we talked about that shoot with Avery in San Antonio. But from my perspective, I just got done unpacking. It's time for the philosophy of photography, and I want to talk to you about something I realized during this shoot. And I really just realized it in a really vivid way. So here's what happened. I always try to give constructive criticism to whoever will have it because I like receiving constructive criticism and, treat other people the way you want to be treated. And so I'd shared something with Avery, and then I realized something else about why she was doing what she was going for. So what was happening was, she would try to get this sassy thing where she tucks her chin, like, hey. And the problem being that just her jawline was really unique, and it would line up with her neck and create this one line instead of giving definition to the jaw versus the neck. And so we were working on that, and it just occurred to me, why is she trying to be serious like that? Why is she trying to be sassy like that? And I realized that's what everybody wants. That's the photo that everybody wants, is like that, sassy, serious. And I was like, okay, well, why? Well, it's popular. Well, why is it popular? Because it's easy. Really getting good, genuine expressions that are anything other than is hard. That's why it's the joke in Zoolander that all of his signature looks are the same. We need to take that to heart because it gets boring. And so I am in love with genuine human expressions. Genuine human expressions. And I really fell in love with the concept when I heard this story. If you Google Winston Churchill, the very first picture you see is a portrait of him during World War II. And the photographer had like 5 minutes to get this photo of the Prime Minister of England, one of the most powerful men in the world. So Winston Churchill comes in, and he's got his typical cigars, always puffing a cigar. Well, if you notice in that photo, he didn't have a cigar. Because what happened was the photographer waited 3 of his 5 minutes to get the shot, and then reaches over and grabs the cigar out of Winston Churchill's mouth, which that takes some guts, let's just be honest. And then with a remote trigger, took the shot. And got that determined, steely glower that has made that the most famous photo, #1 result on Google of Winston Churchill. And I think as photographers, we need to aim for that. A genuine moment of expression and drawing that out of your subject, whether it's a model, whether it's a portrait client. And that kind of goes along with what I say about modeling, that modeling is just another form of acting. And acting is living genuinely through pretend circumstances. There's nothing worse in the world than a fake smile. The serious, mysterious, alluring, sassy look is better than a fake smile. But a real smile is better than anything in the world. Put some decent jokes in your pocket, or get to know who you're shooting with and ask them about their life or something, but get a genuine expression. And I want to show you a couple of examples from the shoot with Avery and her mom that illustrate what I'm talking about. So first, Avery was giving me the boring model face, but that has nothing to do with her personality. And then she gave me a smile, and I'll put these over here. So she gave me the boring modeling face, and I was like, I don't like that. Let's do something else. So she smiled, and it was fake, and I don't like that. So then I told her a joke, and I got this. And I showed it to her, but she didn't like it because she didn't like the way she smiles genuinely. She felt like there was too much gum, and I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A perfect fake smile is nowhere near as wonderful as a slightly flawed real smile. Avery's mom, Valerie likes the way that Avery smiles because it's the same smile as Avery's dad. And she talked about how just she fell in love the first time she saw that smile. And so I filed that away because I knew I wanted to get this woman's picture before we were done. Throughout the shoot, I was able to get her to loosen up and really actually smile. And that was great because that's more who she is. That's her living genuinely in these artificial circumstances of a photo shoot. And so then I finally convinced her mom. Her mom is just gorgeous. I convinced her mom to let me take her photo as well. And so she leaned on this railing and I said, look over there at the sign. And I want you to imagine a picture on that sign. And that is a picture of the first time you ever saw Dave smile. And this is what we got, right there. I'm getting good at pointing where the picture is going to be. But anyways, this is what we got.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's genuine. That's a real expression. That's a real moment of emotion. That's a beautiful thing. And I think that we need to apply that more. So it was interesting because I think when Avery saw her mom opening up and being genuine in her emotion and the result that comes from that, then Avery let her real personality come out. And we got these really cool, cute photos. I got my sides right. Like that. I just got to tell you, I like the genuine. I like the real expressions. I think we can do better as a community than the standard model face that everybody makes on Instagram. Because we're telling the story of humanity. We're telling the story of what people are like. We need to be truthful about that. And nobody walks around making the face. Doesn't happen. And the reason you don't see that so often, final point, the reason you don't see it that often is because it's hard. I was working with a model named Shayna, and she was telling me that when she works with other photographers, there's not a lot of conversation. There's not a lot of connection. They just say, hey, put those on. She goes in the changing room if they provided one and comes out and then poses, gets no direction, there's no connection or teamwork. And then they're like, okay, thanks. And they send her away. That's easy. That's easy, but it doesn't make good art. Don't be that photographer. Look at the person you're shooting as a real human with a real life and a real personality that's worth knowing and capturing and showcasing and presenting, even if that human happens to be somebody you're paying. Because that's what real art is. We are artists. We tell the story of humanity, whether it's with a camera or a paintbrush or clay or marble or whatever the medium is, we tell the story of humanity, and we got to get it right. And nobody makes the modeling face. Not naturally. So get a couple of those, that's fine. But let's celebrate also the happy, goofy stuff. like this, and this. Those aren't Avery. Those are different people. This is too. These are some of my favorite shots because it's genuine laughter, it's genuine joy, it's genuine seriousness, it's genuine whatever. It's genuine, it's real, it's something reflective of reality, and we should celebrate that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about my opinions. There's lots of ways to connect with me below. Don't forget to check out the mystery gear link. It's an affiliate link. It helps you, it helps me, and it's a fun game to see what's the mystery link. What gear is Kyle liking lately? So check that out. Thank you again. God bless you. We'll see you next time.